Hello and welcome to Cursed Heroes, a Pathfinder 2e actual play of Seasons of the Ghost adventure path. I am Toker, your game master, and for this adventure we have Mahogany,
Hello.
Terrence,
Howdy.
Matt,
Hey.
Kevin,
Hi.
and Noob.
Bingo bongo.
And I'll never introduce them again.
All right.
Yeah, it's not about us, the people.
No, hopefully it'll be about these characters that you've made for this campaign. This is our first time doing an adventure path. It's my first time running one, and we're gonna dive into this horror themed adventure that comes from Paizo.
The horror thing?
So if you're listening and you're not a fan of horror themes and grotesque situations and ghosts and goblins, not for you. And I can't suggest you any of our other stuff because it all contains those same themes, I think.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's great.
Spooky, spooky.
Yeah. I think
Riley.
I think there's a game of goblin tips that Terrence created that's not that grotesque, but I might be misremembering.
Yeah, it's about Christmas stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, for this adventure, our story will begin in Willow Shore, a small, self-sufficient lumber town nestled in the Spectre Wood along two rivers, the Duyue and the Seba, with the town stretching along the canal that connects the two rivers. It's currently the last night of spring, and that means the town is set to celebrate with the Reenactment Festival. Games, drink, and the smell of delicious food fill the night air as the festival prepares to hold a sacred tradition to scare off the ghost, haunts, and bad spirits. It's at this festival we find our main characters for the story. They've been chosen to be a very special part of this ceremony tonight, where at the end, they'll be taken by ghosts. Let's start with Chef Frog.
You lied. You said that Terrence was first. Hold on.
Yeah, get used to that.
I don't like that. Thought I could trust you. Where's my notes?
Terrence was the least prepared before we started recording, and then when I looked at the screen, Noob looked the least prepared to respond, so I went with him first.
Good TV.
All right, hold on. Let me just. There I was in the middle of the dinner spread. Why do you make me do this? God.
You can do
If
it.
you're gonna get better at it as you get older.
Don't be distracted by Kevin's cat.
Reading is
Okay.
fundamental.
Yeah, that's why I'm bad at it. There I was in the middle of the dinner rush during the festival, scooping, serving, calling orders, and all of a sudden, I hear those shitheads laughing behind me. Next thing I know, there's a sack over my head. I'm flipped head over heels and dragged off into the woods. The worst part is, I hear those fucks laugh and say, "Enjoy my night off." I guess I should be more careful when I ask for time off.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
it's
going to
pretty
read
funny.
that. I thought you were going to read that stuff at the beginning, but you cut right to the end, so yours might actually be shorter than Kevin's.
That's what we were going to. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, no, that's fun. But you're the goblin in the artwork. You'll see when the show opens up.
Yeah. I'm a goblin.
Let's go to our next contestant, Kevin.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I am playing Quinn Song. Quinn lost his wife in childbirth 15 years ago and moved to the edge of town and lived alone. His brother Jinto, the local tailor, is the only reason him and his family are the only reason he hasn't left the village completely. he helps the town with hunting and fishing, along with any herbalist needs the town might have. Quinn has become a hermit in his years after the loss of, but is always willing to help anyone who comes to his cottage. When normally Quinn wouldn't go to the attend the festival, he likes to be left alone in his house. However, this year, one of the participants' children got sick, and she needed to drop out in order to take care of the child. The mayor turned to the old townsfolk. He knew he would never say no to anyone who asked for any help. The old hermit song.
Thank you, Kevin.
Right.
If you're still with us, now we introduce Harlow, Matt's character.
Oh, it's my turn. All right. All right. So this is a tale of a halfling, born in poverty, shackled with the heraldry of humble beginnings, dirt floors, rice fields, tattered clothes, scorn on every corner, pathetic in every sense of the word. The halfling paused, clenching his fists to his chest. With head bowed for the optimal dramatic effect, the stillness falls over the pub. But no longer, he cries. An audible gasp from the patrons ensues, and the barkeep chuckles, shaking his head, and goes back to cleaning his counter. In a softer tone, the halfling continues. For Harlow Oaten has risen from the squalor and ascends into the heights of mercantile glory. Harlow lifted his head and pined toward the ceiling, and all the splendor and deference due to him from atop the wobbly table in the center of the pub. The locals cheered and laughed, toasting his good fortune. That was last week. A month before that, Harlow, an opportunist to the core with a knack for turning trouble into fortune, and quite often the reversal of it, through some flourishing storytelling and perhaps a few half-truths, brokered a sort of trade pact between the miller's leader, Cho Shung Hyu, and Mount G, a crude nickname that the Leshy leader tolerates barely, and Mother Otis. It's perfect, really, and everyone is happy with the arrangement. Cho is elated that he is the only one able to provide a very exclusive tea to help keep his workforce on schedule. The Leshy receive exclusive cakes from Cho that only he can provide, and an exclusive rough blend of bread made only for them in Mother Otis's kitchen. Mother Otis also provides some exclusive snack cakes to Cho, in turn supplies the inn with an exclusive flour. With Harlow's help, Mount G created an impressively fragrant and energizing tea made exclusively for Mother Otis's inn. Harlow's younger siblings provide the exclusive transport of the exclusive goods at the low cost to the three. Needless to say, Harlow's family is seldom without bread and tea anymore. Harlow can't help but rub his hands together just thinking of the possibilities he's created. The expansion of his trade empire, that's right. Harlow Oaten, the magniloquent jester, the half-sized silver-tongued scoundrel, voted most charming and most likely to be exiled, has finally made something of himself in this backwater town. Perfection in every sense of the word. And then, today, the other foot, as it were, dropped. Harlow had been feeling quite pleased with himself until he was nominated to be an abductee in the forthcoming reenactment festival. I know it was that snake, Ludabama. I just know it, always sticking her fat nose where it doesn't belong. Oh, to be held captive amidst a once-a-year opportunity for trade expansion and acquisitions. Anxiety set in immediately, for his new trade agreements were tenuous at best, paper boats in the rain in truth. His siblings were nothing but unreliable, without proper management, except for his sister, Finrana. She was at least somewhat reliable. But if there's one thing Harlow knows, it's the smell of pending disaster. Pray Abadar, this day passes quickly. And he sets off to find his sister. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
So I think I might have misunderstood the assignment.
No, because remember he told Matt to read his longer version.
Yeah, I thought the longer
Yeah.
one was better. I misunderstood your layout for Chef Frog.
No, see, I thought you wanted the little thing to get like right into it, to kind of like, oh, what were you doing? I didn't realize I was supposed to read the whole backstory. I got that ready if we want it. My bad.
You want to give it? You want to go back?
Yeah, can we edit that in? Can we edit this in? Can you?
No,
chop-
I'm cutting the first part out. That'd be easy to go in and move your first reading to now would be more challenging. So
Yeah, but I believe in you. So anyway, let me get this back up.
We'll just introduce you now, and he can cut out all that first shit.
No, yes, leave that in. I'm Chef Frog. I run the One Who Gnaws, also known as the Goblin Food Cart. We're all friends here. We all live in the back. We have a farm with animals and grains that we make ourselves. I'm a fourth generation chef here, worked here all my life, handling most of the animals and hunting for specials. And no, I haven't seen your cat, so please stop asking. Story has it, a few generations back, a group of razor-toothed goblins came through here looking for the chief. Unfortunately, goblins don't speak common very well, and they were saying chef. Well, turns out, Big Chef run the place with short staff, and he taught the goblins how to cook, and we've been here ever since. He died at some point. We found some old books about some gods called Kabiri and Ugathoa. Blessed be thy names. We never got hardcore into it like Big Chef did, but worshipping those fellows gives us an excuse to overeat and close on Sunday for church. But we really just get a break to fight, eat, and sharpen our teeth. Sometimes we make new goblins, but most of the time, new ones wander in and get stuck in the lifestyle. It's a decent living, we make good coin, good food, and eat until we pop. There you go.
nice.
Very nice, noob.
Yeah, that makes way more sense now.
You know what? Yeah.
And then let's move on to Terrence, who finished his backstory about 8 minutes ago.
Hey. That means it's hot off the presses. All right. Riku is a Tengu with a lot of jobs. He has to have a lot of jobs. There's a big family. As a young adult, he and his siblings were sent to live with his aunt and uncle. And now he helps support them, his four younger siblings and their 5 children, as well as their aged grandmother. This doesn't bother him. He likes to help. He helps with the chores and childcare, and he has his jobs. Odd jobs, mostly. Riku is a part-time fisherman, part-time logger, part-time farmer, part-time delivery bird, part-time landscaper, part-time tinker, part-time tutor, part-time locksmith, part-time healer, part-time pickler, part-time alchemist, and nominally full-time distiller, because that mostly takes putting stuff in a jar and waiting. He also has another self-taught skill in his endless spate of dabblings. Riku is a wizard, but he does this mostly for his own pleasure. On the day of the festival, he is working, delivering food and gifts for people, and he's also selling some of his low-cost spirits under the table to other low-paid workers for their late-night private after-parties. It almost slips his mind that he was chosen as a ceremonial sacrifice to the forest spirits, until after he has finished dropping off 2 jugs of a special fireberry punch at the local noodle hut. Then he's ambushed by the festival goers. Many of his friends and family are included. Bound and blindfold, he's led to his fate with a laugh in his voice. It's fun to have fun, and he loves his hometown for giving him such an honor, even if it interferes with sales. And that's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like our characters might know each other.
We all
Good
know
thing
each other.
Good thing I took Tengu as a language.
Oh. And then last but not least,
It's a me, Mahogany. Alrighty then. So now I feel like I should say more than this.
no, what you got's fun.
Okay then.
Yeah, don't you dare take the shortest intro from me.
Oh, it's not going to be the shortest, but it's not the longest either. Anyway, okay. It's the night of the reenactment festival. A group of young adults is congregating near a bonfire, laughing and talking, eating and drinking. Among them is a short woman dressed in the traditional ceremonial wear of her ancestors. The well-kept hand-me-downs bear gold accents with intricate designs that match her jewelry and headwear. The razor-sharp fan and gilded lantern that hang from either side of her waist are similarly decorated and match the top of the kakara in her left hand. Its gold rings clink together as she gestures excitedly, almost hitting a young Tengu with her staff. Oh, sorry. I can't help but talk with my hands when it's a story this good. She's telling a story of a haunting she heard from a passing merchant just this week. She'd been holding on to it until tonight because the haunt in the story was unlike anything she had ever heard of, and the tale was bound to be a hit. The crowd around her was hanging on her every word as she reached the end of the story. And then, without any warning, it took his bones. The crowd erupted with that last revelation. There were gasps and exclamations of shock and disbelief. The young Tengu grabbed her free hand, pulling her towards another cluster of people. That is amazing. I've never heard anything like that, Nigella. You have to tell my cousin about this. She's just over here. Follow me. And so she did. Nigella Priyankara bounced from group to group, telling the merchant's tale of haunting and drinking in the stories of others. This was her favorite night of the year. For one night, the entire town was as interested in the spooky and supernatural as she was. Even the skeptics in town came out to celebrate and wish for a successful reenactment and a peaceful season of ghosts. She'd have an exciting story for her students when her kindergarten class was back in session. She told her students before classes adjourned, "The abduction is merely play acting, and Cho Chun-Hu is supposed to provide a hearty ransom breakfast. Nevertheless, a thaumaturge must always be prepared to act against malicious spirits." She probably went a little overboard in her preparations for the festival, digging out her grandmother's ceremonial sari and jewelry, and spending an hour in the mirror making sure the intricate gold headpiece was centered atop her head. She had volunteered to be an abductee almost every year since the first time she had been selected, and her backpack was filled with everything an abductee might need for a long night in the forest. She spent the last few hours before the festival stashing her trinkets and bits of esoterica into the many folds, pockets, and loops of her sari, so she was prepared for any eventuality. As the time for abduction grew near, Nigella decided to up the theatrics a bit. She climbed up on a hay bale and cleared her throat for attention. "Hey, y'all. Good to see so many familiar faces around here tonight. Most of you already know me. Hey. Oh my God, hey, you. But for those of you who don't, allow me to introduce myself. Name's Nigella Priyankara. Now, I started my journey to know and subdue the supernatural many years ago. And in my time, I've heard tell of some spooky stuff. Did I ever tell y'all the one about the malicious spirit that haunted that mailbox a few towns over? No. Well, what happened was," and she goes on and on and on until it's abduction time.
All right.
That's great. I love it.
At some point, you guys are all pre-kidnapped and taken to a place of honor. You're kind of forced to a giant dinner table where the last big feast for the last day of spring is held, so you can welcome in the grand old summer the next morning. And at these places of honor for the vast and last spring fest, you all find yourselves in good spirits, the best food, best drink, and it's a beautiful night with good company. But then, without much warning, 10 white-faced ghosts burst from the crowd. They charge you at the table, their paper mask rustling in the wind. The kidnapping has begun. As the ghost leads you out of town, those left behind begin to put on their show for the real ghost. Your family and friends mourn loudly. Warriors dash around town trying to find you. The children run to their homes screaming. Any haunt within 10 miles is sure to be fooled by this display and should turn its sights on other more happy communities. Once you enter the forest proper, the Miller Cho says, "Y'all did well. He's this year's organizer of the festival, and he says, I'll be back in the morning with the ransom." He chuckles a little bit. You're not sure why that's funny, but it's funny to him. Maybe it's the drift of very strong wine and ale coming off of his breath.
But
I hope you like coffee and biscuits as he leaves you to your night to sleep in the Specterwood.
don't come too early. I'm a late sleeper.
Oh, I won't. You guys lay down. You're left with these red wraps and headbands to sleep in, just be comfortable. You have your gear. While this is a festival and mostly in good spirits, the Spectre Wood can be dangerous at times. However, this close to town, you feel like you'll probably most times people are okay, but it's better safe than sorry. So your gear was kind of already left out here for an overnight stay in case anything goes bad. But you fall asleep, drunk, full, and pretty happy. After the reenactment ends in town, most of the people end up in bars and homes to have late night parties, and then the town, drunkenly fat and full, goes to sleep. Your eyes open to a cloudy, light rain sky, a misty early morning. A mournful sound of grasshoppers drifts from nearby. Impossible to see through the tall weeds of the grove you find yourself. Specterwood looms in the distance all around you as you all begin to sit up.
It's a beautiful morning.
You say so.
It's a morning.
We're awake. We're alive. What else could you ask for? Where's our
wake up.
Start heading
breakfast?
back to town.
Nothing,
now, or how
because
long we have to
that's
stay
what
out
you'll
here?
get.
I wake up and immediately start eating my rations.
Yeah, where's Cho? Where's our breakfast?
As you
Where's
guys
our
look around,
ransom?
as you guys look around for Cho, it is early morning, and it takes a moment through conversation for you to kind of realize this is not where you had fallen asleep for the night.
Wait, well, where are we?
I pop
Fair
the cork of the gourd and have a bit of the hair of the raccoon dog that bit me.
In fact, as you're getting up and getting around and opening your containers, your sleeping bags seem extra dirty and tussled. Your gear kind of knocked around in its carrying cases. You're not entirely sure where you are, and you're also not entirely sure what that sound is.
Y'all hear that?
Rustling.
What kind of sound is it?
It's a rustling, like small bushes and grass being folded over quickly. Something is approaching you quickly from the tree line to the east.
Draw my weapon.
Hey,
Roll initiative.
I grab my
Oh my
staff.
God.
Are we rolling? Yeah, rolling on
Yeah.
the thingy. I forgot.
Do I get my weapon out? Do I have to spin an action?
We'll say that you got your weapon out.
Yeah.
Let
Have you
me
made
set
it
up
where-
the.
what are you worried about your weapon? You bite everything.
No, that was the other guy. This guy actually uses a weapon.
Do I need to?
Oh, okay.
That jaw thing will only be effective like for the first 2 levels, and then it will be shit.
I gotta wait for him to set up the encounter.
Yeah.
For the
Give me
pause
one
to come
second.
off.
Yeah.
This is also our first time using a dedicated VTT. For anybody who's watched our show before, this is officially us using like technology exclusively.
Yeah, it's really cool, and thank you, Toger, for buying it with your.
It's you can buy the program for $50, and then the adventure paths are like $20 or something a piece. But they come preloaded with all the characters and all the PDFs, and it's just nice to be able to click and drag. And there's lots of mods you can find on Discord for like the dice you'll see us rolling, and a few other kind of quality of life improvements you can add in. But I'm just a big fan of like once you buy it, it's yours.
Yeah, fuck
And-
subscriptions. Yeah,
Well, I
mahogany.
can understand the reasoning behind some program subscriptions because they do heavily update and all that, but
And
you
also,
ought to get a lot for free with that model.
it's morally okay to illegally download Adobe. Just saying, it's okay. You can do it. It's okay.
Oh, what was the thing? If if digitally
If
buying
buying-
something doesn't mean you own it, then digitally stealing it doesn't mean that you've
Stole it. Yeah.
stole
Yeah,
it.
you didn't
Yeah.
digitally
Piracy is
downloading it,
theft.
pirating it. You don't know. You didn't.
And there's a
Piracy
free
is not
alternative.
theft if purchasing's not ownership.
Yeah.
I still feel
Also-
There you go.
If I'm
Boom.
not actually using a cutlass, I don't consider it pirating. Period.
Yeah, you
There
have
you
to have
have
an
it.
eye patch or a
Is it a
wooden
Cutlass or a
leg.
Cutlass Supreme? Which one?
Well,
Like a
yeah,
lot of-
that's when you put sour cream on the sword.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Ooh,
Mm-mm.
that's a shitty magical weapon.
Every time I hear Cutlass Supreme, I will always forever think of the song by Tenacious D.
Harlow, did you roll initiative? You did
Oh
not.
no, I was, you know,
Just
No,
listening to
he's
the
sitting
band.
there staring off into space.
this is
Just
the
hanging out?
easiest way to do combat ever, and you just click the button.
The button.
Click the
We
button.
want to see your. We want to see your
Click the
fake
button, Matt.
3D die do its role.
Whoa, Maho, look at you go.
Yeah.
Did it. But bam.
Y'all suck. I hate all of you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not that much further behind than me.
Well,
Damn, I wish it had changed your name over here, but it didn't. I'll fix it later.
yeah,
So-
I don't know how to fix it in there. That's why I said put your name on the other thing too, just in case.
Nigella, looks like you're the first to react, and what you're reacting to, what burst out of the tree line to the east, are giant centipedes.
Oh, it's not my dad.
I don't know how to respond to that.
To the east.
Hold on one second.
East. I thought you said west.
I hate centipedes. They're always getting their little legs caught in my gullet.
Ooh, that's good eating.
As the centipedes burst from the side of the forest, you can actually hear them, which you shouldn't hear them talking.
Oh,
What?
You hear them in a skittery, scratchy voice saying, meat, flesh, bones, finger, hair, skin,
Ah.
eyes, as they're rushing towards your party. And it's your go.
they only have the speech from fucking Dark Souls messages.
Alrighty then.
Oh, wait, begin
hole.
encounter. Hold on.
Yeah, so if I do not have my just one second, please. One moment.
All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Don't forget control, y'all. You can measure.
Measure?
You just measure
A little
things.
different than measuring. It's super measuring. Just measuring. Toker, I'm gonna need some boots of striding, like stat, just so you know, in case you're thinking.
Yeah,
about
they don't. Nobody. I looked. Nobody in the town knows how to make those.
Oh,
Okay. So I feel as if I was just trying to see if it was an action. I feel like I can manipulate my implement as a swift or free action.
Those aren't things anymore. If it's manipulate, that's an action. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's the thing. It's like then free action is the word that I'm looking for. Then
Hmm.
I'm just looking for the thing.
great movie. I saw it on DVD once.
Because I didn't get a chance to say that I grabbed my stuff before we start this encounter, I'm just trying to make sure, do I need to use an action on this or not?
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to, I know I can light my lantern as a free action, but I'm just trying to see if there's a common torch. Da, 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 da. When you hold your lantern.
Yeah, you'll have to draw it though.
That's my point, is I feel like there's a class feature that makes drawing it not cause an action. That's what I'm looking for, to see if that's the thing. Okay, extinguisher light is a free action. Do. Okay, switching them is free when I have a second implement. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna take an action to draw and light my lantern,
Okay.
and I'm also going to draw. Oh no, where did it
Ooh,
go?
not the oh no.
Draw my fighting fan as well, and then do I see anything?
Did I not make them visible on there?
I don't see
No, we
anything.
don't
Oh,
see anything.
sorry.
Aha.
I thought that I did.
I
I made them
do.
visible in the initiative tracker, but I didn't make them visible on the board. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, there's the 3 centipedes.
Alrighty then.
Lord.
And I would like to attempt to exploit vulnerability on the one to the north of me. Where are you at?
You want a closer look at it?
Yeah.
Good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Looks like a
Oh.
centipede.
it looks like the ones from Wind
Every
Waker.
can has a centipede in it.
And these are roughly person-sized centipedes.
I believe they're medium sized.
So they extra big. Got it.
So I'm going to do an exploit vulnerability check. I thought I had targeted him. Boop.
Oh,
And I fail it, so I only get my personal antithesis against it until I try again. And that's my turn.
okay. Harlow.
All right. I'm going the different direction. So let me put it into there. And it's an action. And then I'm going to use an action to draw my. Does it take 2 actions to draw 2 weapons? Or can I draw them with 1 action?
I think it's 2 actions, unless you have a feat or something.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just draw 1 sword. As soon as I figure out how to do that. I'll figure it out, but I'm gonna draw a sword and then I'm gonna roll, actually, you
Yeah, under
have to
your
roll that.
actions. Oh,
So, Toker says the GM rolls a hide check in secret and compares the result to perception DC of each creature. Since I'm hiding, I assume I'm in the bush there. So I'm gonna
Okay.
cover, and then I'm gonna hide, so that I'll have stealth against those creatures. This is you're supposed to roll that in secret. And then my third action is drawing my short sword.
Let me make sure. If I click this and it shows everybody, then that's not the roll. But I think I could just
Okay.
click it on your character sheet. I'm clicking stealth. And oh, there we go. Uh-huh.
No, we didn't see shit.
I was making sure that it was going to give me a option to do it as a private role, and it does. Okay,
This is a fine program.
it is a phenomenal
Mhm.
program.
And Matt, I believe if you click on the public role in the chat section, you can, and I don't know why, but there is private GM role. I don't know if that signals to him or something because you're
check.
not the GM, but
And Tucker, whatever I got on that, like it's supposed to be a +2 bonus if I was in standard cover or 4 from greater cover. So it depends on
Okay.
what those bushes are providing me.
It's standard cover, but you feel pretty well hidden from the creatures.
Okay.
I think. What's the DC? Yeah. Okay.
It's a result of the perception DC, which I think is just their flat
It's 10 plus their
10
modifier.
plus.
Yeah. Cool. Kevin.
All right, that's my go.
All right. Well,
Or sorry, not Kevin. Quinn.
yes. I
Learning your character names.
Actually, I picked the name of a pretty well-remembered Magic the Gathering card for my character's name, so I wouldn't forget.
That doesn't help
Mine's
me at
like-
all. I remember it because it sounds like rhymes with your species.
Kinku, Riku. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Tengu, Riku.
Why-
Riku the King.
Why do you remember mine?
Frog.
Yay.
Yeah, Kevin. What are you doing?
I am gonna go for nature, recall knowledge on these things.
Okay.
And
That's me rolling again up, I think.
yeah, it has a secret trait.
All right. And you're going nature?
Are you doing it on the one that's inside the light? Because I believe that gives you a bonus. Let me see. Where'd
Sure.
it go? Yeah.
They're all the same thing as
Um,
far as I can tell. So I get the bonus from the light.
+1 to perception checks, +1 to recall knowledge.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's
You're
shaking
already
that dial.
awesome in my book.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, may I have another?
I believe that gives me a +8 to nature.
Okay. So, yeah, these are
Hold on, let me
definitely
double
giant.
check that.
It doesn't matter. I rolled really well for you.
Okay.
These are definitely giant centipedes. They are native to this area. While sometimes they can be aggressive, to see them being outnumbered and them still charging you is out of place. Secondly, they don't normally talk. Outside of that, they don't have any special immunities, weaknesses, or resistances. They have a climb speed. You do, however, know that the giant centipede has a poisonous bite. So, if you get bit by these, there's a chance you can be inflicted with giant centipede venom.
All right.
It's
Do
called
I
venom,
have?
but then they say it's a poison. And anybody out there in the world knows poisons are not venoms.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, there's technically a difference between something being venomous and something being poisonous.
If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. That's how you remember it.
There it is. I knew there was something of the two. All right. Is my shield on my person? Like,
Yeah, you have all
See,
your stuff,
what-
but it's not equipped, obviously.
all right, well then I will have to reach down and pick up my shield, is what you're saying?
Yes.
All right, well then I will do that and then raise shield. That's
So-
my 3 actions.
Okay.
Okay. Scary monsters moving forward.
Yeah, so the giant centipede runs straight towards Kevin with its
I'm
first
glad I
action.
raised my shield.
The next closest person hid, and you can tell that the creature right past you, Matt. That I guess your stealth check worked out.
That works. That's nice.
Target Kevin, and it's gonna try to bite Kevin.
Don't do that to Kevin. Come on.
I gotta. It's what they do.
That's what they do.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's a mystery dice.
What?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, it came up question mark.
oh, did it not public roll it?
We got
That's
the
fine.
result.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on the thing, but it's in the chat logs.
The die was question mark. The log is public. Looks like it.
Oh, they didn't show you the natural one that I just rolled.
No, it did not.
Where's the fun?
Kudo just lied.
I thought that I turned it on.
I mean, it says 7 was the.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
attack finesse 7.
Let me double check that I've turned on because we're gonna do crit cards.
Oh
There.
yes, we're doing crit cards. We're doing crit cards.
I would
You
not
rolled a
celebrate
one.
that per se. He's gonna roll way more dice than we are.
All right, so he did a melee fumble. He is wide open. Or wait, we're doing. There's melee, ranged, unarmed, spell. Yeah, we're gonna go with wide open. So he is off guard until the start of his next turn.
I look over towards where I saw the halfling duck into the bushes and give him the nod.
He's got a kill me sign on him.
Mug.
And he's still got one. He's still got one more action. So
Ugh.
that was 2. He moved. He attacked. Let's go with a second attack.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, he would.
Oh, I would.
Actually, probably not another one, but it's at -5 for the second, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's at -5.
Yeah. He did not roll a natural 1.
It had a question mark again on your physical die.
What he did
dice
roll
that rolled on
was
the
a
screen.
6.
Yeah, what I did roll was a 6. So yeah, no crit fumble there. But so that's yay, monsters. Riku.
Looks like they gave up the ability to be accurate for speech. I think we win in this situation.
Hey, we can talk now.
Ah, shit, we can't hit the side of a fucking barn. At least I get to cathartically swear about it. I'm a centipede.
Are you plotting out your turn while making all these terrible jokes, Terrence?
I thought you were doing monster attacks. Don't talk to me.
It's your turn.
Oh, only one monster attacks? Okay.
Yeah, they all had
Yeah, they're
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking they were on the fucking same. Well, let's see. Which one is the nearest? There he is. I'm gonna move a bit so as not to get a colleague, and then I'm going to phase bolt this mother.
Mother.
Mother. And I
Hey.
Oh,
ooh, very
hit.
nice.
roll damage.
Oh, critical!
Oh yeah.
Was it a
Is
critical?
that your critical roll?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Was that critical?
Uh-huh.
You beat the AC by
Is that the thumbs up or the thumbs down thing?
well,
No, it's not a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Then I'll just go with.
Well, he can just easily take double by clicking
There you go.
that.
Wait, what?
You killed yourself
How'd I do that?
because you targeted
Took
you.
the damage.
How do I undo that?
There should be buttons that
I
says
got you.
undo. Yeah, there you go.
You can figure out how to make the critical
Yeah,
damage.
you don't click on the damage. Toker will.
Anyway, just give him 16
Unless-
damage.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you had the option to make it critical when you rolled the damage.
Oh, okay. Immediately kills them. Nice.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
he is dead.
Oh, hold on. Begone, foul spirit.
Here we go. Get into it. It's the next centipede goes.
Parents is the early bird.
I caught the worm, baby. Yee.
He double moves.
Tickle me.
Oh, I'm about to catch the worm again.
Terrence, do you have a weapon?
I have a staff.
Perfect.
And I didn't have an action to cast glass shield either. Fuck. Miss.
Oh no, you're hit. You're not
That is-
critically hit. But you are hit. I need you to give me a fortitude save.
Alrighty. Whoop. Oh, hey, I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you
Nice.
negated its venom.
My alcohol tolerance saves me again.
But you still take 2 damage. Bip.
If anyone rolls a 20, does it do that sparkle thing, or is that something you did on your dice? Aaron?
Mine's special. Really like mine.
Jeff Frog.
It's my turn. All right. Hey, quick question. Did I have enough time to put on my armor? 5 minutes? Yay, nay?
No.
Okay, well, let me go in my handy character sheet and get nude. Good to know.
Oh God. Take 5. Tell the bugs.
I made them all
Alright.
draw their weapons. I'm going to make you fight naked.
That's fine. It only drops my AC by 3.
Yeah. That's not a lot in this game.
We're gonna do here to here. And then I'm going to double right click the target. I accidentally hit my character sheet too. Not Quinn's song. And then I'm going to attack this thing. He's off guard.
Yeah, the thing I like about this is if you're flanking it, it automatically puts him off guard.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the math, turns out right. So yeah, you hit him.
Nice. Damage. 8 damage. And then I'm gonna attack him one more time.
Okay. No,
No?
your first one killed it.
Oh, really?
Duh.
Yep.
Ignore
Just
that roll.
peek behind the curtain. It has exactly 8 hit points.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Even have
saved
to-
you. I say you're welcome in Tengu to the Tengu.
Mm-hmm.
I had it handled.
And then
Motherfucker bit me.
we'll move to here. And that's my goes.
Why are you talking like the guy from?
I'm working on a voices or something for the goblins.
The guy from
It's like
Letterkenny.
Jeb Ankle Shank, right? That's who he is. Gabagool, I'm a goblin.
Gobble-a-ghoul.
I come from the tribe of mind.
The last, as far as you know, centipede runs up to Nigella. Double moves to get to her. Targets her. And will attempt to bite her. This is where I'll get my crit. I'm going to roll this in secret.
Oh, he's using the crit button. He's using the crit button.
The crit button.
I typed in 20. No. So yeah, it runs up, and again, it's just repeating. It's naming off parts of you it wants to eat.
Oh.
Ew. Those are mine, spooky centipede man.
Wait, which parts look most tasty? I
And it
know
misses.
Missed by 6. Damn.
Oh. And that is the end of the first round. We now go back to the top where it is Nigella's go.
All right.
Let's go.
I believe Nigella would like to attempt. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna attempt to demoralize
Oh.
this guy first. And I succeed. So the giant centipede is frightened 1. which take a spell penalty equal to this value to all your checks and DCs, unless specified at the end of your turn.
I can just drag and drop. Bip. Back
Yeah.
in one.
So I did that to him.
How did you do it?
I basically I hold my lantern in his face and I say, "Your darkness cannot defeat this light." And he's demoralized by it. And then I attack him.
Okay.
And I strike at him with the fan and see what happens.
Maybe.
Hit him.
Right.
When I hit, it takes 4 damage. And then I'm gonna strike again.
He took 6 damage. Why did he take 6 damage?
Oh yeah, because he is the target of my personal. I have a personal antithesis against him, so he basically has a 2 weakness against anything that I do.
Nice.
I attack him again, and I miss this time.
Yeah, you do. Get out of here. Centipede for life.
And that's my turn.
All right. Harlow, hidden in the bushes.
All right. I think everybody's got this well in hand. I might just stay here. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's
Classic
see.
Matt.
Achha! I stay hidden.
Flank him and murder him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go up here behind it, and even though I'm already hidden, I'm gonna whack it.
Come on, Matt. Roll like you normally do.
Oh, wow, that's rude. That's rude.
It is really rude, isn't it?
And wrong. Booyah.
Critical.
Wow.
That thing's fucking dead.
All right, now try not to kill yourself like I did.
Don't explode him all over me.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
You exploded all over her.
Damn it, I said don't do that.
Oh, there's so much blood or guts or goo or
Has-
whatever these things are.
Has anyone watched the new Roadhouse?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
No, there's a stab finisher move that is what Matt just did.
You know what's not in that movie? Patrick Swayze.
Right. 'cause he
Or
died.
throat rips.
I have zero desire to watch either the old or the new.
Roadhouse.
The only
Oh,
reason
McGregor
you
is
should
so
watch the
annoying.
original Roadhouse, aside from Patrick Swayze being just Patrick Swayze, is that then you can then
Shirtless.
watch Squidbillies, where Patrick Swayze shows up, but it's not actually Patrick Swayze, but he keeps telling them stories from Roadhouse as if he were Patrick Swayze, and they all believe that he's Patrick Swayze.
I love that show.
You know what happened when I went out and I saw 4 flat tires on that car? I didn't sweat it. I just pulled out the new ones from the trunk. New.
The massive damage immediately kills them.
Yeah, so
That's
combat is over.
All
I
right.
thought there was one more.
No, there were
No.
3. You've killed all 3 of them.
I'd like to take a look at these monsters.
Oh,
Are
I
they?
see it now. It's hard to see. It's really bright.
What kind of creatures
I
are they?
will I will go ahead and extinguish my lantern for the moment.
Like, yeah, I want to figure out how to turn the brightness on that down because it's glaring.
It's
Yeah.
something made it bright light.
Well, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
I would like to start putting on my armor.
Okay, so Chef Frog starts to get his armor together as the wizard goes up to investigate.
I look around and Harlow's like, what the hell is going on?
I'm not sure, really. Let's see.
Where are we?
Let's see. I have survival? Can I roll that? Try and figure out where I am.
You can actually roll survival or Willow Shore lore.
Oh, well,
Shut
I
the
got a
fuck
higher
up.
Willow Shore
Oh,
lore,
what
so
the
let's
hell? I'm
do
so
that
glad I
one.
took that.
Willow Shore lore.
I'm going the way of survival. 'Cause I don't
Hi,
have many
Willow Shore lore.
skills.
So yeah, Terrence, your Willow Shore lore is definitely enough now that you've the grogginess of waking up and being immediately assaulted by giant centipedes who can strangely talk in this strange mist.
Who needs tea for that?
Yeah, you are you're on. Anyone who succeeds realizes we've woken up at a clearing east of Willow Shore, and that a nearby game trail, it's a popular game trail, should lead you back towards town.
All right, I mentioned that. Like, town's back this way. I'm not sure where we are. Let's get our stuff and head back. They're probably worried about us, though I'm still not sure how we got here.
Before we go, I would like to take my weapon and slice off a nice chunk of these things, stick it in my bag.
Well, actually, let's take at least one of their like heads back with us, just so we can prove that we did indeed fight monsters out here.
Is
Oh,
more
yeah.
valuable on these things?
I was just grabbing lunch, but that's a way better idea.
Well,
There's nothing necessarily value for the giant centipedes. Chef Frog has used these before in his culinary cuisines at his food wagon.
Wagon.
They're a typical creature around here, like I said, but normally they shy away when outnumbered. They definitely don't talk, but there's nothing physically different about them. Other than the fact that they were speaking.
Can I make any rolls to figure out what's happened? Were they possessed, maybe? Should I roll occultism or arcane knowledge?
Yeah, as soon as it stops freezing on me.
Funny.
I'm gonna take my sword and cut off a couple of their mandibles just to
Yeah.
back to my siblings, if nothing else.
That
yeah,
part's
Nigella
not good
will
either.
definitely be examining them as well, looking for anything.
While they're examining the scorpions, I'm going to look for possibly centipedes.
Nobody
I
rock
want to
us
look
like a
for
hurricane.
any signs that we were dragged in by our bedrolls or a group of people that would have been able to carry all 5 of us. I want to look for any type of signs for that, if possible.
Okay. You could give me Terrence, because you asked first. You could give me occultism or religion if you're wanting to know something more on the spiritual side of what's going on with why they're talking.
And I will do the one I'm trained in. Coming to me, I don't think.
Yeah, a lot of this is supposed to be rolled. Like I was listening to some people play this. A lot of the knowledge checks and stuff are supposed to be rolled on my end so that I can sneak in false information if you roll terrible. But then I realized that would mean the only time you guys roll dice would be in a
Attack
combat.
rolls.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I'll roll on my end, but for these general checks, if anybody else wants to roll occultism or religion that has it.
Oh, let's see if I can. remember
I'll keep my
anything.
lantern lit so you can get that extra +1.
Did you say religion?
Or occultism, but it looks like Harlow got it.
Ah.
Harlow, you as Riku is kind of going over it and muttering to himself like why they should be able to talk, it dawns on you, Harlow, that the animals might be influenced or possessed by some sort of evil spirit. Maybe it wasn't the actual centipedes that were talking, but some possessed spirit speaking through them.
Let the group know that, just that might be a possibility. So would we know any particular religions where that's common, or is that something that's supposed to happen during the?
I mean, it's a lot of that's a big part of the superstition in Willow Shore.
Seasons
That's why
of the
you have
Ghost.
that list of list of rules.
Wow, I thought the ceremony was baloney.
No, the 8 practices exist for a reason, y'all.
Well.
Yeah. So what
It's
are
a
those
load
8
of
practices
baloney.
again? I can't seem
Y'all
to.
don't remember the 8 practices? Okay, hold on. Number 1, do not call a ghost a ghost.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. Number 2, do not
Least
pat
indeed.
people on the head or shoulders. Looking at you, goblin.
That's rude anyway.
Avoid entering bodies of water when there's a ghost nearby. Don't eat food that has 2 stick-like objects protruding from it.
What?
Don't lean against walls during the day. Don't whistle at night. Don't leave laundry out at night. And if you hear someone call your name from behind you at night, don't turn around.
No. I tap my beak. I'm pretty safe on the whistling.
Yeah, seems like a load of baloney.
Look, you say that, but I heard about this guy a couple towns over, and he was whistling at night. They didn't see him ever again.
Ghosts ain't real. It's probably one of these centipedes.
Huh. Well, let's get back to town. Like I said, they'll probably be worried about us if we don't go. Soon.
Really, I'm
Pack-
hungry too.
I'm all for getting the hell out of here. This is a
Pack
little
my
more
shit.
than I bargained for.
Yeah, I pack my shit, I take another nip, and I begin to hike. Let's go.
Knowing the way, yeah, you follow the game trail back towards town, heading west. As you travel west, the weather starts to grow stranger. The mist that's normally cleared out by midday does not. It's rolling through the trees. There's a full-fledged fog, getting thicker and thicker by the moment as you get closer to town. But up ahead, not long, maybe 10 minutes, you see the side of the Duyuyu River. And the bridge that would get you back into Willow Shore.
Oh, yeah, we're almost there.
Aren't they usually waiting for us by the time we get
Good
back to
crowd.
town? I've never done this before. I
Well,
Well,
never.
what usually happens is they come and they bring us a delicious breakfast of like all of your favorites, and then we do a march back into town, proclaiming our victory. But I guess those of you that sleep in don't ever hear that because it happens real early.
Never
Oh.
been sober this long on the festival nights to wake up this early.
Well, well, I'm not going to be denied. I grab a pair of sticks and start clocking together. We've returned victorious. We've defeated the spirits.
You still
We
got a
did
little
it, Joe.
You still got a little
Let's
bit of
start-
walk before you get back to town. You still have to you're
Okay.
crossing the river, and then you'll have to get to there's a little lookout tower. But as you guys are getting closer, I need each of you to give me a Willow Shore lore or society check.
Ooh, society.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure I have a 0 in society.
I think I got. Oh, yeah, 0.
Solid 8.
3. Yeah, not great.
Hey.
Not bad.
I got an 18 on the lore.
Flat check, baby.
So
Who's got it?
maybe Riku and
Nigella.
Nigella.
Hold on, I was lagging, so my roll should be coming. There we go. 12. Woo!
So Riku and Nigella,
Damn it!
as you guys cross over the bridge, maybe just because you're a school teacher, this would hit you first, Nigella, is a poem you're reminded of when this fog starts to get thicker and thicker. It's Lazy Adu took a break and did not light the lamp that day. This proved to be a big mistake for, then the ghost came out to play. Hazy mist and moon of blood, all because he just gave up. It's the lantern poem. And it starts to kind of go through your head, and then as you're kind of muttering it, saying it out loud, it dawns on Riku that maybe the fog is here because the eternal lantern might not have been lit this morning.
What do I know about the Eternal Lantern? Other than that it exists, I guess.
Other than it exists.
And it's eternal. And a lantern.
Whoops.
It's like playing two truths and a lie. The
And this
eternal
is
lantern.
I'm leaving my lantern unlit because it's so bright on here, but it's actually lit in the real game world because it's still misty. And also for the +1s to our check-ins about things that might be
Is it-
near us.
Is it misty and also overcast, or is it like that bright kind of mist that you get sometimes?
It's starting to overcast.
Hmm.
Like normally,
it
this
look
would
like
clear
rain?
up around once the sunlight starts to touch down. This would normally clear up, but it's not.
No, this is a very inauspicious mist. I don't like
It
the way
is
this
very.
feels.
I don't like the way this PDF is laid out, if we're gonna be honest.
Heaven has sent a mist to help us. Stupid godforsaken
Because
mist.
it's like, hey, if they get this right, then they should know about the Eternal Lantern. Cool. Give me a button that takes me to the Eternal Lantern because I can't remember all the details and I don't want to spoil something.
Don't
The
you
eternal
spoil it.
lantern.
Don't you do it?
Don't
Are you
you
looking
dare.
for it in the player's guide?
No.
Can you search in it?
Okay.
It says
then.
it's on page 18.
Well, that's not what he's looking for, though.
Actually, it might be in the. It might be
I mean,
a better
I
description of the player's guide, huh?
I can tell you what it says.
Yeah, go for it.
This minor artifact is an immobile object gifted to the town of Willowshore by the founder of the Tansugi Monastery. For the town's entire history, the Eternal Lantern has stood sentinel near the near the settlement's heart, its light never wavering after Zuhi placed a few copper coins within it. Some believe that it's possible to receive blessings from the deities whose shrines stand in Willowshore by placing copper coins within the Eternal Lantern in exchange for additional protection. But for the most part, the people of Willowshore have become used to the ever-burning lantern at the southern steps of Dawnstep Bridge. So it's just like it's always lit.
And it's an ever burning torch with a little razzle dazzle on it.
Yeah.
And a copper collection scheme.
And are we coming up on? You were just,
Well, we're coming up on it, but it's not lit.
oh.
And normally it would burn these mists away. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Mhm.
It's
Someone
the
feed it.
Joker?
So they
it's
say.
never not been lit, like in our lifetimes.
Well, let's throw in
Right.
some copper and get it going again.
It doesn't burn copper. People place copper coins there in exchange for additional protection.
Well, can we get it relit? That's the question. Just
I light my lantern. It's a mystical way of lighting it, so I don't really have a lighter handy. Anybody got a matches or something?
I got a flint and steel.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah, I was going to say, I can start it if. Let's go check it out.
yeah. Let's go have a look,
Something to look at.
and then we'll start a mundane fire and see if that works for that first, and then Go from there
I'm not
if
sure
we
if the
can.
lantern you're looking at is the eternal one. I can't remember
oh,
where
it's
that
in the
one's
way. You
at.
said it's in the
Says
middle
it
of town.
is.
It's in the middle of town.
The Dawnstep Bridge it is.
Yeah, the southern steps of the Dawnstep Bridge, which is like what we just crossed over.
No,
Right?
you're crossing the let's go to let's activate this map.
Ooh.
Ooh, different
Activate.
map.
All right.
Maptivate.
It's the town. Y'all can all see the town, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
Where's
So
the
you
Dawn-
guys are all the way on the
Still
west.
loading.
Oh man, we got it. I got it loaded. That
Yeah.
dotted line up there at the far north west of the map, is that where we are?
No, you're all the way on the east. Let me get my zoom all the way out and I'll ping.
I see the ping somebody
Yeah,
just
so
made.
you guys are here. That's
Okay.
that's the bridge you're about to cross.
But this is
Okay.
not
Okay.
this is
Your
not the
next-
bridge you're talking about.
No, the next spot's gonna be you're coming across the spider gate, which is what would keep where kind of the lookout tower and stuff is.
So
Uh,
Mark on the road from the west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, coming from the east,
Yes.
the Duya River.
going west. That square block on the trail is the
Watchtower looks like, right?
Yeah.
And where did it
It says
say
this one is a regular lantern, unlike the eternal lantern.
It says the eternal lantern is at the steps of the. Hold on.
Guessing it's that long bridge in the middle of town.
The the southern
Bridge.
steps of the Dawnstep Bridge, which is which one?
It's really close to Harlow's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's near. So that one has the lantern. The other one has the lantern if it's the spider gate, but it's just a regular lantern. But if it's not lit, then it indicates that the town is abandoned.
So we want to go here.
Maybe if it's not lit. That might explain why this fog is so persistent and thick.
Well, let's go check it out.
Let's make it back
to
in
my
town.
house.
The mist is not lifted by then, and we are just being superstitious.
Yeah, I'm going home.
And we can just feel silly and have some ale afterwards.
So as you guys come off the bridge and are remembering about the eternal lantern and pondering on maybe this is why the fog's not going away, the lanterns might not be lit. We don't see that glow coming from town that would be hard to see from this distance anyway, but definitely you feel like something's missing. And with that thought of the feeling of missing, the fog begins to part way as you get to the spider gate, and something there seems to be missing as well. Here,
it's the spiders.
a stone statue of a guardian spider once stood in a shrine next to the road. But now the spider statue is missing, with only an empty shrine left behind. This is Willow Shore's eastern entrance lantern. The statue of the spider once held in its fangs a lantern. You can see the lantern laying on the ground, off, empty.
I don't like this at all. Move up and investigate the broken lantern.
Is it broken or is it just discarded?
It's not broken, but the way it's laying, all the oil has seeped out of it. It's not on. The stone statue of the spider is gone.
Was the statue integrated into the shrine? Was it part of the shrine, or was it a statue like separate? Like, could it be moved if needed necessary?
Give me a Willow Shore lore check or a something else that might be appropriate.
Hey, yeah, that skill became super important. Aren't you glad you took it?
Oh, shut up. Yes, fine.
Could also do a society check. They seem to be hand in hand so far, but
Willow Shore lore, like, you know, I guess it works because I always ask super specific questions, but
yeah. The stone spider, somewhat affectionately known by the locals as Ugly Cute, is the size of a horse and made of solid stone, which makes it unlikely that someone simply made off with it. You don't see any signs of chiseling or damage to the rock on which it once perched upon. With that roll, I could also tell you, in the past there was a slaughter caused by the attempt to harvest Shang-Chi's. Willow Shore's governor caved to the demand for a new lantern for the entrance of the village. While the original plan was for the carpenters of Willow Shore to build a Torii Gate or Zhengshui Gateway on which lanterns could be hung, a Longhua aristocrat offered a free stone guardian spider from his garden instead, since it no longer fit in with his garden's decorations. Most Willow Shorers thought the giant statue was the ugliest thing they'd ever seen when it arrived. Nevertheless,
But it's kind of cute.
They assumed the statue housed a guardian spirit and respected it accordingly. In time, villagers accepted their unique entrance guardian, even calling it their ugly but cute mascot. And over time, it became just Ugly Cute for short.
I relay this story to those who do not know it, and then I say, what could have made off with it? Do I see any like wheel ruts or?
Give me a survival.
I want to say with no marks, which you said before there.
I said there was no sign of chiseling or damage to the rock.
Right. I instantly, my mind, thinks that someone brought it to life, and my hackles are raised. I think this thing I have a feeling deep down.
You're making assumptions without proof.
I don't need proof. I have a feeling, and that's all I need.
You can give me a survival check to back up those feelings.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, he's just buying time.
Stone statues don't just get up and walk away.
I mean, not normally.
Hundreds of pounds.
I figure something as insulted as that thing had been over the years would have walked away a long time ago.
I don't know, y'all. You can clearly see those
but-
hackles. And they are raised.
You rolled the same thing I did.
Yeah.
Can I
Anyone
give a
else?
shot?
Yeah, anyone with
Yeah.
a
Not
survival?
a one.
Here we go. Big money.
I don't have it trained.
Check this out.
Hey,
13.
there it is.
With your -1 wisdom.
Can you not roll untrained? Survival?
Survival? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he can roll anything untrained. I think it's just
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Anything
awful.
you can use untrained, but when you are trained, you gain
Sure.
specialization.
Well, we're not going to glean
Arts.
anything from here unless somebody miraculously comes out of the left field and, oh, okay, here they are.
Harlow.
That untrained.
While he's listening to everybody kind of fetter around it, and the horror story that Quinn is describing causes Harlow to look in one particular spot, and you see a track, and that track kind of confirms what Quinn's been saying. It looks as though
I hate to be right.
the
But
eight
I was-
legs, the 8 legs of the ugly cute, you can see little dimples in the ground. They kind of match its span and where it would have gone off into the woods.
I hate to be right,
Dirt over
but
the
told
track.
you so.
I kicked dirt over the track.
No one believes
Don't say
me.
anything to anybody. I'm not going off chasing the freaking spot. I'll tell them. I was like,
Off to the
something's
woods.
weird over
Well,
here.
that's
This
not
is
our
like-
problem.
Yeah. So we need to go report this to the guard and get our breakfast.
Yeah.
I will pick up the lantern and put it in its shrine, and I guess I'll light it for however much fuel it's got left, and then we can move on.
It's completely dry.
Oh.
Does anybody else have any way to light it?
I mean, I have oil.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all. Oh no, I don't.
Why are
Yeah,
you
I bought
carrying
it
oil?
because I
Because he's a
use it for
cook. He
cooking.
wants to fry
He's a
something.
cook.
It is. Yeah, it's
Wait,
cooking
Dude, it's
oil.
fry daddy.
Wait, this is sesame oil.
No, you don't want that one. Hold on. Put that one back.
Oh,
I also-
hey, this one's avocado oil.
No, I got
Me?
3. There we go. So we'll delete this. Yes. So delete 1 oil. We now have that thing filled with oil.
Okay.
All right, we'll
Right up
relight
the
that.
oil. You
We'll
hang
relight
it.
that later.
Sorry. You fill it up. You light the lantern and place it where Ugly Cute was, and the fog doesn't disperse. It's thin a little around you, and you all feel a sense, kind of a warmth for just the briefest instant. But you think nothing more of it and make your way on towards town again.
Yeah, that giant spider statue. That's a problem for someone else.
You sure we don't want to?
Nope.
All right.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, clearing the fog would make hunting a spider slightly more in our favor. So let's continue on to the Eternal Torch.
So about 20 minutes or so later, you've gone about a mile. You're getting really close to the eastern watchtower. And that's when the tang of blood fills the air.
Ah.
4 bodies lay in the road in front of you, sprawled on the ground. 2 appear to belong to town guards, their legs swollen and expressions of pain frozen on their faces. The other 2 bodies appear to be tiny, blue-gray humanoids with sharp teeth and giant ears, seemingly slain by sword blows.
Do I know what these are?
With a
Yeah.
nature check, you can.
Then I don't know what these are. What are these?
I
Hold on. I am not too sure. I think it might be. I don't know.
Oh, with 15 we'll actually get it. So yeah, the mahogany, you know that these are Jenkin gremlins.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Jenkin gremlins.
You don't know a whole lot about them, but you know that they're a type of gremlin.
That's pretty much what I say. Is I don't know a whole lot about them, but I'm pretty sure they're a type of gremlin.
It's weird that I just watched Gremlins 2 before we started playing this game.
Nice.
It's not even Christmas. What are you doing?
and can I look at the bodies and see that these gremlins are the things that killed the guards?
Give me a medicine check.
It's ready for that ask. And oh, hey,
I'm observing.
Yes, you observe well. Edwin, as you start to examine the guards, it doesn't look like they perished from any mortal wounds, but there's a strange odor coming from their legs, and you roll up the leather armor on one side, and you can see what appears to be 2 puncture wounds. Being from in this area, snake bites can be pretty common, and it looks as though these guys were bitten by snakes, and maybe it was the poison from those snakes that killed them ultimately, not the gremlins.
Oh, good. I was afraid they're going to be giant spider bites.
yeah, snakes or spiders is my specific question.
Well, I basically make sure I get my weapon prepared. I'm like, we need to report this as soon as we can. This is horrible.
Indeed,
true.
weapons out.
Yeah.
Do the
Be on
guards
guard,
or the little
everybody.
gremlins have anything good on them, equipment wise?
The gremlins have some rusty old daggers. The guards have plain leather armor, a regular shield, and sword.
They also
But
have
these,
common Pokemon cards. They got ripped off.
Bent up land magic cards.
Oh, yeah, they're the
Oh
worst.
God,
Just a
nerds!
pocket
No
full of
wonder
force
they died.
cards.
Do we recognize them?
Yeah, you might.
Well, I know this guy buys booze from me on the regular. Well, he did. Oh, dear.
And that's old man Tuck.
Yeah, let's beat feet to the town. We need to
Get. This is outside
Yes,
of-
we must hurry.
actually.
But be
Yeah,
on
but-
guard.
I'm still gonna take a moment and just like if they have a cloak or something, cover the bodies.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Good idea.
Yeah, I will say a prayer to Daihatsu.
Nah, I don't think my God wants a prayer over these guys.
You see,
Yeah, I'll say, easy come, easy go.
For the town guards.
For the guards?
Yeah, Daikatsu.
Yeah, my God's
God,
hey,
so.
So,
You guys say what?
Mahogany, as you decide you want to cover these guys up with cloaks, you can see a discarded cloak or 2 over in the grass. As you go over there and pick the cloak up to cover their bodies up, there's a moment of fright. As there's
Being careful of snakes.
there are 2 snakes under the cloaks, but they're both dead.
What is going on here?
Wow. Can I see what killed them? Like cut in half or something?
Yeah, they look like they were stabbed and butchered.
Do I know them to be
Yes.
venomous?
They
Do
are
the
venomous
gre-
vipers. A
Do the
local venomous viper.
Do the gremlins look like they were killed by the guards?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
And
you
then
eat these snakes?
No.
Probably the back end of them.
Actually, you can eat venomous snakes. It's just not smart to.
Yeah,
I've
just-
done it.
I'll do
It's
it
not smart.
anyway.
Yeah.
I'll eat one of the snakes.
What, raw snake
Raw?
sushi? Disgusting.
Yeah.
especially basically the equivalent of roadkill.
Listen, I am an iron gut goblin. I get benefits to eating shit, so I'm doing it.
Okay, well, there you go.
Eat
It's my
away
thing.
then.
Just don't make us watch you chew shit.
Seriously, stay down.
Yeah,
Lynn.
sneak off and do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
See, here's what's really cool about this. I get a +2 circumstance bonus to saving throws against afflictions, against gaining sick and conditioned from eating things.
You still have to roll
Yeah.
that dice, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, no, it's
It gives me another reason to roll dice.
And it.
Anyway, while you're eating snakes, and some of you are paying last rites to the two guards, who you may or
I'm
may not
keeping-
know personally.
I'm keeping an eye out on the river. Nobody's out. Like it's despite the fog, it's still plenty late enough in the day for the fishermen to be out, right?
You would think so, yeah.
And did we see any? Nobody?
No.
Yeah, everybody freaking eyes head on the swivel.
All right, then let's go to town. Let's find out what's going on.
As you round the bend, not far from where all this occurred, it's as soon as you round this bend, you can see the tower, the guard tower here that protects the city from whatever it is protecting from normally. And at the top of the tower, you hear a young woman's voice. Ho there! The last
Oh!
8 practices are all open fire. The last
there!
4 of the 8 practices, excuse me.
And I'll rattle them off. Must I
Yeah, what she
actually?
said.
That'd be nice.
4 of the 8
Hold on,
practice.
hold on.
Yeah, she knows it. That's her whole gig is telling everyone the old tales.
Hold on. Do not lean against walls during the day. Do not whistle at night. Do not leave laundry out at night. And if you hear someone call your name from behind at night, for the love of everything good, do not turn around.
This is some creepypasta territory.
Spooky spaghetti.
Be super paranoid.
As you holler out the last 4 practices of the 8, you can see up top, even from this distance, you can hear the crossbow she's holding kind of pinging off the wood, clacking on stone as she's at the top of the tower. You see it kind of slow down. And you see her put the crossbow down and just start breathing heavy. She's, oh, dear God. I thought you might be more of those monsters.
No, we're the party from that we're sent in the woods as the ceremonial sacrifice. It's Riku Kamaro, and I tell whoever else's name is.
Oh, gods, yes. Oh, I saw them as they took you out to the woods. I assumed you perished.
No, ma'am.
We can't see.
We were attacked, but we bested them in combat.
We can't see through.
What happened here?
Oh, what happened here was awful. It was screams, not like the reenactment screams, but real screams of terror. Little horrible blue monsters came out of the woods. Tim and Jahiri went to confront them, and I heard their battle. I heard them die, I think. Did you see them?
We found their bodies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sadly, they are gone.
they were poisoned to death by snakes.
This fog will
May we come up?
clear. Oh, she came down.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I met you on the road.
Who is this? Is this somebody we know?
Yeah. What is her name?
Does she have her own weapons and whatnot? She
Her
are.
name's Ahirha.
Crossbow.
Okay.
Here.
Here,
I tell her to watch her feet. Like, apparently snakes are about and they're not to be taken lightly.
Yes, we'll stick to the road, stay out of the high grass.
She's a guard dressed in scale mail with a crossbow. She has a club hanging from one hip, a small sap from the other, a dagger in her back pocket, a whistle hanging from around her neck.
Didn't you find me for selling unlicensed booze? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we should probably get to indoors. Like something is more than what you think is definitely going on. Your unfortunately deceased friends are out on the road, and we are trying to rush back to see what we can find and who we can find in a charge. Also, wait. I turn toward the group. Should we tell her about the spider statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
she
spider
saw something
statue's
like that.
gone.
The ugly, cute spider statue is missing. Its lantern left discarded. We relit it before we came. May we pass?
You may
Pretty
pat
sure.
the spider statue is gone.
Aye.
Apparently,
Oh,
it has come to life.
all the more reason for me
I
to stay
recommend-
here and keep guard with this fog. There might be more of those gremlins. A stone spider on the loose, though.
We need to retreat to a more central location.
Also,
Collect all our weapons and hopefully be able to defend those who can't defend themselves.
I'm growing very worried for my family. Let's beat feet.
Yeah, let's
I'm going
She
to my
reaches
house.
come
out
with
and-
us.
She reaches out and grabs you, Riku. She goes, family indeed. You should go home, check on your friends and family, make sure everyone is all right. That's what I'd do if not for this goddamn fog. For Rasma bless us. I hope my daughter is okay. Even though I asked Granny Hugh to babysit, I worry. And my husband. Hopefully he's safe at the Mizuki estate right now. That place is
I'm
nearly
sure
a fortress.
Well, with this fog, you can do nothing for them here. So go check on your family.
Give me a diplomacy check.
No, I'll roll.
Could she be convinced with Arcana?
I
Actually,
don't think she
why
should
not?
leave.
Agreed.
Hey, I did as much as I could. I made my points. I feel she should go. I really do try to say she should go check on her family and meet us back at the town hall.
Actually,
I assume there's a town hall for
Some of her-
central. We need to gather everyone we find at the town center.
Some of her nerves seem to calm a little bit, and you kind of sense her code come into play. No, my family should be safe, but it's others here that I've been hired and taken an oath to protect. You should be on your way.
Very well. Where?
Shut
Where
up,
are
Kevin.
your-
Let me finish. I will stay here for a while. If anything happens, I'll ring the bell to warn you all. Also, if things have gotten around me and things aren't good in the town, I have some supplies I'd be willing to give to you. So she is going to provide the party with 2 minor magical supplies from the watchtower that might be of use to them.
oh,
Nice.
okay.
And we promise we'll check on your family and have somebody from the town
Yeah,
guard
that's-
come out here and assist you / relieve you so you can come in and see what's going on. But right now it's really important to keep this town guard. Keep the guard.
Keeping the town safe is my responsibility. Yes, thank you. Send me help as soon as you can. And if you happen to see my husband or daughter, let them know I love them.
Very well. But again, stay high. Keep an eye.
Will do. She reaches. She walks back into the tower. She comes back out with a couple of things and passes them on to you. One is a feather token. Each feather token appears to be a simple feather from some exotic bird. The feather's shaft, dipped in gold, bears a single arcane rune. Activating a feather token causes it to transform into another object, which then can be used as a normal for that object. Each feather can be activated only once, with most of them permanently becoming the item in their description. What she's handed you is a ladder feather token, just in case you need to reach places that you can't normally reach. When activated, this feather token transforms permanently into a 20-foot long wooden ladder.
I'll take it and tuck it into my hair.
Oh, hey. Okay.
Do any of y'all have a crossbow?
I do not.
Nope. I got a halfling sling.
I'm not even sure I'm proficient with it, honestly. It's a simple weapon.
It's a basic a simple weapon, so everyone should be proficient with it. Did I buy one? I should have. No.
I have shurikens instead of a crossbow.
Well,
Same.
I basically am a crossbow within a certain distance, so I don't need it.
Is it a magic crossbow?
Yeah, well, it's a magical bolt. It's a shining crossbow bolt she has available to give to you, but I don't see where anyone here would be of use of this. Maybe just as a lucky charm, then. And she passes it off to one of you, but it's a shining crossbow bolt. Shining ammunition gives off a faint glow. When shot, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light to the next 20 feet for 10 minutes. If it hits a target, it sticks, causing the target to shed light in the same radius. Creature can remove the ammunition with an interact action, but the ammunition itself continues to glow for the rest of the duration or until destroyed.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Okay.
Well, we
Give it
need to
to
get
me.
you a crossbow at some point. Actually, never mind. I'm not doubling back to a couple of dead men to steal their crossbows.
Loot the bodies, loot the bodies.
Yeah, see,
I was trying to be
wouldn't mind
respectful
having-
of locals, of the local
Yeah,
dead.
weird.
I am not respectful of
Exactly.
the locals.
Well, then then that means you took a crossbow. You said, I want their goods.
I didn't hear them say they had crossbows.
I didn't say that. Did you get did I dragged it over to you. Did you get the crossbow bolt?
Gold piece. Yep, got it.
Okay, and who wants the ladder feather token?
Mahogany did.
Ow.
And the Jella took it.
Are we going to
I'm pretty
fight
good
over
at
every feather
climbing.
token? Because I really like feather tokens.
I gave it to
Really?
Mahogany.
Awesome.
I mean, it's just a ladder. It's not like it can be anything. It's just a ladder, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm short. I need a ladder. Maybe I need to reach something.
Let's see. Was there anything else she had to give? She is staying behind. She's
Does the
not-
armory, does the small armory here to have a crossbow that Frog could take?
Well, no, we're not taking her crossbow.
I'm not taking her
Not
crossbow.
her
I'm asking if
crossbow.
their armory has it.
Yeah, I'll say that there's a crossbow there if somebody wants it.
Hey, Gabagool, I'll take it to crossbow.
There we go.
So buy yourself a free crossbow. There's also a small cast of lantern oil that she might have offered to give to you if you hadn't already relit the lantern.
Mm.
Oh,
I-
replace your oil there, Frog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Hammeretta.
Frog's making out like a bandit.
all the stuff.
I don't know. That lantern on the edge of the town now smells like delicious sesame oil. So
Yeah, that's just expensive.
I get the hint of a little bit of avocado oil in there as well.
give it up with the avocado oil, hipster. We want fucking authentic fucking cuisine.
But now knowing that that something is definitely amiss, that there are monsters on the loose, the giant stone spider has apparently walked off on its own. You make your way back into town with a little trepidation. How are your family and friends? How's the rest of the town? What's this strange fog? And what does it all mean? We'll find it all out next time. Well, we're not going to find it all out next time. This is the fucking first episode. Who knows how long it'll take to figure all this shit
We'll
out.
find out everything in one more session and game over.
Yeah, well, this will be a 2-session run. All four books,
the whole
one
adventure
day.
path, just two sessions.
We made it to chapter 9 on this PDF out of 24. So
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think,
I feel like, do we skip a lot somehow?
No, would you like to know what you missed?
No.
I kind of do.
Tell us off camera. All right.
You could have convinced her to go with you. That's really the only thing. Everything
That was
else you guys have come
I thought so, but I couldn't. Like, I don't have any like skills for that effect. But
I mean,
Yeah,
I
but you
have
don't-
very good diplomacy, but I didn't think that it was a good idea.
Leaving her behind
either.
is
I'm the
a
same.
valid reason to keep guard. Leaving her there may be better than bringing her with you. But if he had rolled better on diplomacy, she would have been like, fuck guarding this. I have a daughter at home. So I just like that there's I like that the options are displayed here.
Honestly, I'm happy I failed. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to be super diplomatic. I'm an old hermit. And I was like, hey, you should come along with us.
I would have got it.
Why would you waste such a
I'm a
role?
little upset because then I would have gotten to play as a human guard. Or whatever.
Oh, did you want
More
to?
combats that might
Are
be
we
coming up
gonna-
in the future.
Are we going to just like collect NPCs for you?
Yeah.
That'd be
Since I really
fun.
so terrible
We'll
with the
be a
monsters,
party of 20. do
17
it.
voices that you have to remember.
They're all my voice. Or I'll do a voice for them, and then the next week it'll be
Completely
a
forget what voice you did.
Just do like that Frakes' shitty Australian accent for everybody.
Rise of
Rise
Light.
of Blades.
Rise of
Rise of Blades. Oh god, what were we watching? Let's banter at the end. We were watching Killing It, and there's an Australian girl, and they were like, "Can you do an American accent?" And she goes, "Hot dogs, hot dogs, hot dogs." And I was like, "Oh, they do it for us too." Like, we say "Rise
It goes
of
both
Blades,"
ways.
and they go "hot
Hot
dogs."
dog. Get a hot dog.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.